What if I told you that today in 2023, you are sitting on the greatest opportunity of a lifetime? I don't believe it has ever been easier to earn 6 figures or more doing something that you love. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed, why not consider subscribing? We have our subscriber dividend portfolio. We don't upsell anything on this channel. In fact, quite the opposite. We give money away. So there's about £5,500 in there at the moment. And every single month I put another £2,000 in. We can take part in a passive income journey together because I pay out the dividends from that portfolio directly to my subscribers every single month. So guys, like and subscribe to this video. It massively helps me out with the algorithm. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the biggest opportunity that's in front of us right now. So I'm not going to take a long time in this video to explain exactly what I believe the biggest opportunity is. I'm going to get straight to it. It's social media. It's not just YouTube, it's not just Instagram, it's not just TikTok, although all of these platforms have their pros and their cons, and I'll go through all of that with you. It's the fact that anybody, anywhere globally, can get attention and build a brand, personally or as part of a business. And that really does open up the opportunity for anybody with a passion or something they're interested in to be able to build a business around that and sell that product or skill to the world. And it's almost free of charge. All it takes is a bit of time. Most of us will have a camera phone of one sort or another and be able to reach millions of people potentially. Even better, it's socially curated. That means that people all over the world are voting on what information and who is worthy of delivering that information. And that means the opportunity is there for you today to be part of that journey. Now guys, in this video, I'm not just going to talk about it generically. I'm going to go into specifics and talk about people that I know that are building their platforms, people who are maybe just at the beginning of their journey, as well as people who are much further on in their journey. But what I do want to assure you is no matter what your passion is, no matter what your interests are, there is an ability to build a business around that passion or niche using social media. And it's as simple as recording a few bits of content and posting it on multiple platforms. Most of the platforms, in fact, all of the major platforms, support short form vertical content, which means that you can post exactly the same stuff on 3 platforms, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Instagram, instantly. And those shorts and short form content can go viral within minutes. I personally have experienced that. I was doing an Instagram account. I built 2,000 followers in approximately 2 months. I had a bit of a break from it. I'm going to be going back to it, but I can personally say some of my reels got hundreds of thousands of views, and that happened overnight. And the amount of reach that had exploded. Now, for personal circumstances, I was building another company which turns over many millions. I had to focus on that. COVID happens. I'm sure most of you were impacted in one way or another by COVID, but now I'm in a position where I'm going to be doubling down and doing more short form content. So expect to see me on a platform in your pocket very, very shortly. But let's talk about somebody who's a bit further on in their journey and has actually exploded in the last month. So let's talk about James and what he's achieved at Volpix Detailing. James has a real passion for detailing cars, and detailing entails essentially cleaning a car really, really well, from everything that I can gather. Now, it's not my idea of fun, but he absolutely loves it. Now, he started his business doing it part-time whilst he worked full-time. And within a couple of months, he got to the point where he was earning more on his part-time job than he was on his full-time job. So he switched it around and he started working full-time doing his detailing and part-time in his job. Now, at this point, I said to him, I really think you need to double down on the media side. I can see how you could build a big media company. I'm thinking Yanamize, right? I'm thinking millions of followers, millions of subscribers, giving you access to lots of people who are interested in cars. Then I can see brand deals, affiliate links. There's lots of things that I can see and revenue sources that will allow him to expand rapidly and way beyond just his own time, creating digital assets that will live forever. So at that point, he started taking that really, really seriously. And Instagram was the first place that he looked. Now, he started filming short form content. So I'm going to bring out his Instagram account here. And as you can see, he's done 185 posts and he now has almost 13,000 followers. And that's absolutely incredible. Only 3 weeks ago, that was 2,000 followers. And what's happened, he's been incredibly consistent, posting about 5 reels every single week. And today he's looking at 13,000 followers. Now, has that been monetized? No, not yet. and we'll talk a little bit about how you can monetize a following once you've got it. But the fact that he's generated 13,000 followers in a little over 7 months is incredible. And the amount of exposure, if we look at the next slide on this, the amount of exposure, in the last 90 days, he's reached nearly 5 million accounts. And the graph on this just shows the scale and scope of this growth and how it just simply happened from a video going viral. And this can happen to anybody at any time. And actually, if you ask James what was different about that video than any of the other videos he did, he would say very little. He threw a mat on the floor, he cleaned a wheel, he showed you a before and after. Ultimately, it was the same as many, many other videos that he had reels. But for some reason, that video just exploded. And he went viral. 10 million, 11 million views, I think that video is now on. And his Instagram profile is getting big quickly. Now, all the content he's been doing on Instagram, he's now been able to follow over and put it onto YouTube. He's got 1,000 followers now on YouTube in a few weeks. Same on TikTok. I think he's got 2,500 on TikTok now. So the value and the amount of exposure he's getting is vast. But what we're really interested in from this is how do we monetize it and where is the opportunity for you guys or for him to make hundreds of thousands of pounds a year from these bits of content. And I think it's really, really important that we go through those stages and the monetization options for everybody. So number one on the list for that is advertising. So ultimately, if you look at YouTube, for example, not on shorts, although there is a creator fund, but let's talk about the long form video. If you're looking at videos on YouTube, you get paid an amount of money, depending on the niche, for every time that somebody watches one of your videos. And the amount of the video that they watch really matters. There's lots of things that do matter, and I'll do another video on that where we go into a lot of detail. But today, what I want to focus on is the big metrics. So if we look at my account, for example, as a good example, and I can be very honest and open about mine. This year, or last year, in 2022, I posted from January through to April, and then I took about a 7-month break, and from October through to December. So I posted for about 5.5 months of the year. And I received from that about £1,000. And if you consider that over the period of that time, I know today I've got about 5,500 subscribers, but I've probably had an average of about 3,000, then we can start to do some basic maths together. If we said I had 30,000 subscribers, it'd be fair to say that my advertising revenue would likely be around about £10,000 a year. If I had 300,000 subscribers, it would be fair to say, and in all likelihood, I'd have about £100,000 a year in advertising revenue. Now, you might think it's as linear as that, but it's not. There's actually an exponential curve of growth when it comes to YouTube, TikTok, all those sorts of things. Because these platforms are built to serve up your content once your niche and brand is proven to people who are interested in your niche and brand. So what happens is you get this exponential growth curve. You can imagine, for example, baskets of people, and YouTube or Instagram is going to serve it up to a small basket of people first and get a review from all of those people of do they like it. And the way they review it is watch time, likes, all those sort of things. So we serve it up to the small basket. If it's well viewed, we put it into the medium basket. If it's really well viewed, we put it into the large basket. Now this happens both on an account level and on a video level. So your account might be limited to the small baskets to start with, but as it gets proven, as you post more, as you get more views, likes, all that sort of stuff, you might go up to the medium basket. And I believe this is the easiest sort of way for me to describe how these platforms work from the inside out. It's highly unlikely you'll post one video and it'll go massively viral across everything. It is far more likely that you'll prove with consistency and build a following, and over a period of time, your personal brand and your videos will become better and your personal brand will explode and become bigger. But what we really want to talk about from that is how long is that likely to take? Well, I think a good reasonable time frame would be about 6 months to get to 100 subscribers. If in 6 months of posting videos consistently, making sure they're the right length, doing all the right thumbnails, all that sort of stuff, if in 6 months you haven't got 100 subscribers, you need to change something. The public isn't voting that your videos are good enough in order to get noticed to the next people. But let's say, for example, you get through that and you go to 18 months. Within 18 months, I think 1,000 subscribers is a really good number. And myself, I think I got to 100 subscribers in about a month, and I got to 1,000 subscribers in about 3 to 4 months, something like that. I then had a bit of a hiatus where I took a bit of time off, but today I'm 5,500 subs. In the last 4 months, I've gained about 2,500 subscribers. My expectation was that that growth curve continues. As I improve, as the quality of my content improves, as my audience build more of an affiliation with me, and as the platforms recognize me more. All of those things should mean that my growth is better. I've already proven my value by doing it in the small basket. I expect to go to the medium basket. I then expect to go to the large basket. I don't think this is that complicated, but I think what it really takes is consistency, dedication, and the ability to not give up. So no matter what your niche is, for example, my videographer, Tom, follow him if you want, Tom Phelps. He's just started his YouTube channel. He's expecting to grow that. He's got a passion for videography. He's going to bring reviews on cameras, reviews on equipment, how-to guides, all the sort of things that's going to be really pertinent to anybody interested in videography. He can build that massive. He can become extremely well known in the videography industry. He can then sell through affiliate links. He can have his adverts running. He could also have brand deals where maybe Sony pay him to do a really good review on one of their new cameras. All of these things are open to him. He can do short form content on TikTok and Instagram and explode overnight. He can do long form content on YouTube and get paid reoccurring revenue through the advertising program and create digital assets that last for a lifetime. Guys, the options are endless with this industry, and I think it's incredibly important that anybody who's interested in building a business where it could scale massive needs to look at social media. I've seen personally how powerful it can be, and if I just do my rough maths, I expect to be on about 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. If I'm being totally honest with you, I'd love that to be 50,000. Guys, why not start today? Why not grab your phone? Why not start with something? What are you passionate in? Document it. Get it out there for all to see. Let the world curate your content and tell you whether you are somebody who's creating the sort of things that people want to watch. And from there, the opportunities will open up to you. You'll be surprised how quickly brands will start contacting you as soon as you've got 1,000, 2,000 subscribers or followers. People are going to start finding you. You don't even need to go out and sell. They're going to bring the information to you. And the last thing on this video is really the sixth part of that. And that is, why not like and subscribe to this video? I'm going to bring more and more information about this as I grow my journey and as I'm able to bring you more information from, for example, Volpix and other people I'm working with. I want you to see how possible it is and how easy it is to do something that you're passionate about. Because I believe that when you're passionate about something, it comes far easier than when you're dragging yourself to a job that you don't like or to do something you don't want to. Let the destination pull you towards it. Let it be something that you're incredibly passionate about. Like and subscribe as always. I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers, guys.